I thought I would bring up this article. First of all, there are not enough air traffic controllers. That's what I got out of this article. There's not enough of them. They're begging for air traffic controllers, especially in particular parts of the US. They can't get them. Training is difficult in some instances. People are under a lot of pressure and under a lot of stress. And part of the reason that they are under such stress is because they don't have enough people to staff the air traffic centers, right? And on top of that, you have systems that are outdated and old. Or in some cases, I just wanted to bring this up. I know I talk a lot about software because most of the people who view my stuff are programmers for the most part, but it's not always just software. Sometimes it's hardware. Outdated technology and hardware can be very problematic. And imagine that you have anywhere from a few to hundreds of people's lives in your hands while you're trying to direct air traffic, and you're operating on these old systems and you're having issues like what I'm about to cover right now. There are about 20 controllers working. That number should be in the 60s. Many of the lines connecting controllers to the radar are outdated copper wires. He said the April 28th outage, which took down some air traffic control operations and caused a lot of problems, was caused by one of those copper wires getting fried. So in all fairness, as a little bit of a counter argument to some of the stuff that I talk about on these streams, there is more to consider than just your code in whatever capacity that you're considering it. And it's a shame to me that we have such fundamentally critical operations that are so outdated. Even yesterday, I went over an article that covered how things like ATM machines in certain parts of the US operate on, I believe, I want to say it was like Windows 98, I want to say, maybe Windows XP, I can't remember. And they can't move forward. They don't have the capacity, they don't have the means to upgrade all their systems to move forward. Not that I would necessarily recommend they move forward right now anyways, because the latest Windows operating systems have been such crap. Again, refer to everything I talk about ad nauseum on these streams, etc., right? We have created our own mess, and hardware, it just adds on top of that. And I'm going to make another prediction as Textradamus. As the months progress, especially with the advent of AI integrated into GPUs, hardware is only going to get worse. I have seen these idiotic, moronic ideas and concepts where people abscond their thinking responsibilities to external sources. I've seen it penetrate the hardware space. And I think it will continue to penetrate the hardware space, and hardware will get worse. We've actually covered a little bit of this. For example, we've covered how I think it was Bosch dishwashers became brick due to a Wi-Fi update of the dishwashers. That was on one of the Daily Tech News streams. I don't remember which one. But yes, your dishwashers require Wi-Fi. How many people are happy with their smart TVs right now? Show of hands. All of these things are being infiltrated by absolutely idiotic ideas. And it's just making them worse. And it makes the operational hardware of them also worse. Therefore, my prediction, these things are going to hit a wall. And when they do, it's going to be so dramatic that we're not going to be able to ignore what's going on anymore. We're going to have to take a step back and reevaluate. And then the people who actually care about this crap, like you and I, are going to need to rent boatloads of Lambos to carry the bags of cash that we're going to get paid to do what we need to do, to clean up all this stuff. So that's it.